Hey, good morning, YouTube. Here we are, ready pack. I'm being offloaded. Thought I'd do another video real quick over a stupid situation. CRST. And one deal is this is my second to last day. So what the hell, you know? Yeah, this is kind of a hot topic on some other trucking sites. Like, shout out to Asia My Show. He did a little segment on the semi-truck CPUs. This is exactly what it is, a computer. These apparently are a hot commodity on the black market. It's no secret. I'm not giving out any ideas. The idea is already out there. The reason why I'm doing this is because I've been working for CRST for a little over 15 months now, and upon getting to my yard, the CPUs were a big topic because they were stolen. Now on the black market, I hear it's a rumor that they're about $10,000, and back then they were back ordered. So somebody got into your truck and got the CPU. The CPU, I believe, is in all modern cars nowadays. It's the brain of the vehicle. It tells the engine how much fuel to give itself, you know, to work efficiently, to work doing whatever it needs to do. That's the best way I can explain it. I really don't know, other than it's the brain of the vehicle, whether it's a semi-truck, a regular passenger vehicle, whatnot, what have you. These ones are just easy to access. I won't show how to access it, but I already showed you the CPU, or we call them the computer. Let me turn this around. See, it's in this cavity here. Those are the wiring harnesses. There's 4 plugs, blue, brown, black, and white. And yeah, and you know, I think it's an inside job. Anyway, I won't even get into that. The thing about my situation, why I'm doing this video, is because every 90 days you have to turn your truck in to get a 90-day mechanical inspection. Let me pause it 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I thought I was done unloading. Where was I? 90-day bit inspection. So my truck was in the Chino yard, and I was driving a loaner, so I was running a load out to Ross. I had to pick it up. There's a transfer in Chino, so I had to pick it up in Chino. Yeah, I was picking it up in Chino. I forget, whatever. So I thought, what the hell? I'm here, let me check on my truck real quick. It's been here since Friday. It's now Tuesday. And, hey, mechanic, what's up with my tractor? He goes, oh, it's done. It's in the far parking lot, in the fenced-in compound. All right, I'll go find it. And so as I'm looking for it, I'm like, well, I don't want to switch my my life, my trucking tools of the road, my trucking tools, my window cleaner, my backpack, all this other shit. So I was like, you know what? I'll just pull up to it. I'll take the CPU, because we were told, because of the theft, it's happened 3 times, I think, at least twice in 15 months since I've been here. Where was I? Shit. So, I was pulling up. I found my tractor. It was all the way furthest across the yard in the fenced-in compound. I drove right up to it, took what I need to apart to get to the CPU, because we're used to taking them out. So we leave them in our home yard office at night when we leave. If somebody needs a truck, you get the CPU, you put it back in, you take off, you do your thing during the day. So I was like, all right, I'll just take the CPU. That way I know my truck will be there where it's supposed to be. Also, Chino is notorious for just letting any driver that comes up there take whatever available vehicle off with them. If they need a vehicle, there's one right there. They're quote unquote assigned to us. So this is my assigned vehicle. I secured it so it wasn't going to disappear to some other yard, and then I'd have to track it down days and days later. So, and also I figured, you know what, if that was to happen, somebody gets in and started, they're not going to know why it's not starting. Kind of little ha-ha, but, and I put the truck back together so you wouldn't even know. Yep, unbeknownst to me, someone tried to get in my truck and do something with it. I don't know. I have some speculation, some ideas, but I'm not even going to get into it. So it was stupid. Once they realized the CPU was gone, they figured someone stole it. So the very next day, or the day of them discussing this, I had, prior to me realizing that they were looking for my CPU for my truck, I had told my dispatch manager, hey, I'm out in Ross, but I checked on my truck and it's ready, but I've got the CPU. And so I go back to my yard and I hear there's squabbling over a stolen CPU. I'm like, oh shit, that's mine. See, someone tried to get in it and use it and take it to a different yard, or just use it as a yard goat around the yard. I don't understand why they would even do that, because there's a massive yard of multiple trucks it can use. Why they pick the one and only that I take, my luck, I take the CPU out of one of them, and that's the one they try to use. So they try to tell my supervisor to give me a final write-up. I've never been written up at all in 15 months, and I'm out. This is my second to last day. I've never been written up. They want to give me a write-up, and that being a final write-up. For what? The way I see it is I secured my vehicle that's assigned to me so it would be where it's supposed to be, so I could come pick it up, the very next day or as soon as I possibly can. They wanted to screw with it. They wanted to write me up under the reasoning of tampering with equipment. Well, the way I see it, they're the ones tampering with somebody else's assigned vehicle. They're tampering with equipment. And there's other things to this. I won't make this any longer than it needs to be. But as you can see real quick, I'm going to put the CPU back so I'm not tampering with equipment. And what I didn't realize is there's a changing of the guard all the way around the higher ups. There's new higher ups. So the message apparently wasn't relayed that there's quite a bit of CPU theft in La Mirada. I think it's an inside job. See, it's already installed. I can start the truck. Let me put this back real quick. I can start the truck and go about my day. But like I said, we were told to do this because of the theft. So it was bullshit. It was stupid. It is what it is. But a final write-up to a driver that is securing his vehicle, that's used to taking out the CPU, and other people didn't give a little clause of information here about our yard. And we have an off-site parking, which is a priority 1 freight, POF. That's where most of the theft is happening. And there's reasons why that's a hot spot, which I won't indulge in. But we brought our trucks over to our yard at Georgia Pacific, and they still got stolen out front with the guard watching. Stupid. Really fucking stupid. Anyway, so that's my little rant. I don't really have much rants of CRST. I like it. They are a good company. If you're starting out, or if you're an over-the-road OTR driver, and shit, this ain't even going in, but the CPU's already in. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. I'm new, so they were the second company that called me back that I applied for, so I took it. I'm getting paid $22 an hour for the last 15 months, 15 and a half months now. But my deal was, the going rate back when I got hired was $20 an hour. The left hand wasn't talking to the right. I got hired at 22 for a day shift with a starting time of in between 5 and 7 a.m. That's exactly how it was said to me. That's what I accepted. Upon, all the rigmarole getting started, I was told, no, it's a night shift, but your training is during the day. So I was like, well, shit, that sucks, but okay. I'm a beggar. I'm not a chooser at the moment, so that's fine. I got to get in wherever. So I was getting paid. I slipped between the cracks. I was getting paid $22 an hour and working the day shift. So I just shut my mouth and just kept on trucking, kept on making deliveries. So, the pay is all right starting out. if you're trying to get back in local work in your OTR, it's a good company to come back to get what you want. But after a year or 6 months, I mean, I don't know your time frames, but it's good for certain reasons. If you're a seasoned trucker, there's no reason to come to CRST. To my knowledge, I don't see why you would do that. There's a lot more higher paying jobs out there. But if you're trying to get back to something or get into something, CRST is great. Another benefit that I like of CRST is I have yard goat training, I've got flatbed training, and drive van training. You don't get that kind of training really anywhere that I know of, but I'm new. I'm close to a year and a half, not even a year and a half yet. So at 5-year mark, you're not new anymore. You're vested or a vet of driving, I guess. So that's a little bit of not really a little rant, a little self-interview of CRST. There's a comment from one of my somebody who, I don't know if they subscribe, I'll have to check, but made a comment on an interview I did with my coworker Alex, and he's right about the pay. Sucks. I mean, I don't think it's that bad, really. I mean, it could be worse. It could be $18. Hell no. But Alex is a great guy. He's super chill, super laid back, and he's a good driver. Good driver. He's got the trucker mentality. I see all that. I see all the cool trucks on the road. So anyway, I'm gonna end it with that. It's a 11 minute video. So that's the debacle on the CPUs. Freaking stupid. And my little 2 cents. If my CRST review, I like it. I'll give it 2 thumbs up to any new driver. But after you get certain experience, and if you're endorsed like I am, I've got tanker and hazmat endorsements, and I'm leaving to Air Gas on Monday, August 28th, 2023. Today's Thursday, the 24th of August. So, anyway, I bid you adieu, and hope you guys have a good day. Bye. Peace.